All right, here's a level 7 type of question. Find the value of the angle theta in degrees. Okay, so we have this triangle, and I'm going to rotate that. I'm clicking on the rotating button, by the way, just right over here. So I click on the rotate button, and then I can rotate it. Now notice it rotates it around that little plus sign. Okay, and does everything. Like that's the point of similarity or the point of rotation. So if I want to make it bigger, if I drag it towards, it gets smaller. Drag it away, it gets bigger. Okay, if I turn both of these little buttons off, then I can translate. I can just move stuff around. Okay, so we're looking for this angle here. All right, so we know for theta, this is the opposite side of theta, and this is the hypotenuse of the whole triangle. Okay, opposite hypotenuse. So out of all your trig ratios, what does that mean? It means the sine function. So sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So that's what I'm going to use. So don't forget to write your original equation and then fill in what you know. Okay, so the opposite side is 494 and the hypotenuse is 530. So sine of theta is 494 over 530. And now I want to get rid of that sine. I just want the theta all alone. So to get rid of the sine, we're going to use this nice, easy, quick trick. We're going to use something called the inverse sine or the anti-sine. So the anti-sine is totally opposed to the sine. When you put them together, they go, and you're just left with theta. Okay, so the anti-sine comes out, or you can call it the inverse sine, if you like. And so the inverse sine comes out and it's going to cancel with the sine. But if you take the inverse sine of the left-hand side, you also have to take the inverse sine of the right-hand side. Okay, and it is a function, by the way, so we put this stuff in brackets. Right, so now, well, these two cancel out and we're just left with theta. And on the right-hand side, we're stuck with the inverse sine of, in brackets, 494 over 530. Okay, so now it's time for our handy-dandy calculator. So let's clear all of that, make this back to normal. Okay, so to take the inverse sine, on my calculator I have to put the numbers first. Some calculators, like some of the TIs, you have to put the function first. It really depends on what kind of calculator you're using. So I'm going to do the numbers first. So you don't have to use the brackets, but you could. If you're using brackets, you could do 494 divided by 530, and then close the bracket, and then do the inverse sine. So second sine, like that. Okay, and that gives us 68.76068944. In any case, so we're going to round it because we're not all that irrational. So here we go. So I'm going to round it to, let's say, the fifth decimal place. So the 9 is going to tell the 8 to round up to a 9. Okay, so let's do that. So we end up getting theta is 68.76069 degrees. Make sure your calculator is set on degrees, otherwise you're going to get radians, and this will be some kind of very scary number. Okay, and that's it. That's all you have to do, and that's it for this question. Have a good day.